This week in English, we're going to learn about coordinating and subordinating conjunctions. Sorry. The conjunctions used to join independent clauses. So those are parts of a sentence that can stand alone by themselves and still be a complete sentence. And compound sentences are coordinating conjunctions. They can stand alone as complete sentences. A subordinating conjunction, on the other hand, has two functions. It joins and it shows a relationship between the clauses it joins. Now, today, because we're just starting, today we are going to just work on recognizing conjunctions and choosing the correct conjunction for each sentence, okay? So, baby steps. So here we go. First, we're going to get familiar with some coordinating conjunctions. So here's some examples: but, so, for, and, the second page, yet, or, nor. Okay, those are some examples. You're going to learn an acronym that spells out fanboys. That's going to teach you all of the coordinating conjunctions because it is actually quite a short list. However, the list of subordinating conjunctions is much longer. Okay, so let's read each sentence and let's decide which coordinating conjunction correctly completes the sentence, okay? Jim had a cat, blank, he lost it. Jim had a cat, but he lost it. Jim had a cat, so he lost it. Which one makes sense? But, good. Jim had a cat, but he lost it. That is the conjunction. It is combining Jim had a cat and he lost it. He lost it could stand alone by itself. Jim had a cat could also stand alone by itself. Denise wants to go fishing, blank, I want to go swimming. Again, notice these are independent clauses. These could be a sentence by themselves. Denise wants to go fishing, period. I want to go swimming, period. These could be sentences by themselves. But we're going to use a coordinating conjunction to combine these two sentences. So Denise wants to go fishing, for I want to go swimming. Does that make sense? No, it does not. Denise wants to go fishing, but I want to go swimming. So but is the coordinating conjunction that makes sense in this sentence. Lisa, blank, Matt are coming with us. Lisa for Matt are coming with us. Lisa and Matt. Lisa and Matt. She did her homework, blank, she cleaned her room. She did her homework, but she cleaned her room. Or she did her homework and she cleaned her room. She did her homework and she cleaned her room. You have to try out both conjunctions. You can't just say, okay, well, that one sounds good. Move it on. Okay, you got to try out both of them. It is snowing out, blank, I will wear my boots to school. It is snowing out, so I will wear my boots to school. It is snowing out, yet I will wear my boots to school. So, it is snowing out, so I will wear my boots to school. Nicole doesn't enjoy studying history, blank, she always gets high grades on her test. Nicole doesn't enjoy studying history, so she always gets high grades on her test. That doesn't make sense. If it said Nicole enjoys studying history, then that would make sense. But she doesn't. So Nicole doesn't enjoy studying history, yet she always gets high grades on her tests. Thomas has two brothers, blank, one sister. Thomas has two brothers and one sister. Thomas has two brothers for one sister. No. And. I ran after the bus as it pulled away, blank, I could not catch up with it. I ran after the bus as it pulled away, or I could not catch up with it. I ran after the bus as it pulled away, but I could not catch up with it. I will play soccer, blank, football in the fall, but not both. Not both. So that tells me and is probably not it. I will play soccer and football in the fall, but not both. And would be both. We're not doing both. I will play soccer or. Or is when you have a choice between two things. Okay? Tiffany wanted waffles, blank, fruit for breakfast. Tiffany wanted waffles and fruit for breakfast. Tiffany wanted waffles nor fruit for breakfast. And. All right. Now let's look at some subordinating conjunctions. This is going to give you some good examples of subordinating conjunctions. Like I said, there are a lot more of those than there are of coordinating conjunctions. Okay? So we have some examples would be rather than, once, unless, until, if, as, although, while. Hang on, I got one more page. Before, that, unless, because, even though, rather than, while, unless, if, so, rather not, or rather than, and now that. Okay. There's no way you can memorize all of the subordinating conjunctions. You can, however, memorize all of the coordinating conjunctions. All right, let's read carefully and let's select the correct subordinating conjunction to complete each sentence. My sister decided to go to the dance, blank, stay home for the evening. My sister decided to go to the dance rather than stay home for the evening. My sister decided to go to the dance once, stay home for the evening. Only one of these makes sense. She decided to go to the dance rather than stay home for the evening. Todd owned his own company unless his son took over. Todd owned his own company until his son took over. If they waited for the bus, the children told each other jokes. As they waited for the bus, the children told each other jokes. It's not if. There's not a question of whether or not they're going to wait for the bus. I don't want milk, although I will have some water. I don't want milk while I will have some water. That does not make sense. I hope you're giggling because some of these sound really silly. And I hope you're hearing which ones sound silly. I need to let the dog out before I leave for school. I need to let the dog out that I leave for school. There's another silly one. I need to let the dog out before I leave for school. We left a large tip. We left a large tip unless the service was so great. Huh? We left a large tip because the service was so great. She went swimming even though the water was freezing cold. She went swimming rather than the water was freezing cold. This is not something else she would have done rather than. That doesn't make sense. She went swimming even though the water was freezing cold. Chris watched television while Carrie did the dishes. Chris watched television unless Carrie did the dishes. That doesn't make sense. He watched television while Carrie did the dishes. He probably should have been helping Carrie do the dishes. Okay. I can make that recipe if I have all of the ingredients. I can make that recipe so I have all of the ingredients. Now, if I flip this around and I said, I have all of the ingredients so I can make that recipe, that works. But that's not the order this is in. I can make that recipe if I have all of the ingredients. Adam will do the job rather than he has got a raise. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Adam will do the job now that he has got a raise. Okay. Head on over to your Schoology. Make sure you look at the charts and watch the videos before you do your assignment.